Hello, good morning, good evening, good afternoon, good everything. How are you doing today? Happy Thursday, and be welcome, be here, be present for another day of radiance. How are we doing today? Fine, thank you. Let me shush my phone. Perfect. Are we ready for our prompt of today? The message, some guidance, a prompt, so we mm, have a different idea for the day and something to um, think and grow. So today is January 8th. Let me see. The prompt is inner monologues. And it goes like this. It says, this is a this is often the inner monologue of a Capricorn. And between brackets it says, there's a lot to do and it's got to be done well. There's no use feeling sorry for myself. I'm always up for hard work. I have so much I want to accomplish. I am patient and I will keep at it until I reach the heights I set for myself. I plan, I manage, I show up. Sometimes I think, if I don't, who will? If you relate to this, promise me something, it says. I know you're a tender creature who takes things rather seriously, but do stop on occasions on your mountain climb and pick some wildflowers or take off your boots and backpack and sunbathe on a rock. I like this, and I also had this feeling that it's like, oof, we are in Capricorn season, and Capricorn season is only for a month. So it's like, ooh, we have 1 month to build a structure to organize ourselves for the new year. It's like, time is running, but I mean, yeah, it's always now, and it's always now. There's no sense on running to accomplish our desires, our wishes, our the things that we want to, because as soon as we reach that point where there's something else going to show up and be like, hey, like, this is the next goal, this is the next step. And if we just rush everywhere and we don't enjoy the process, it's just going to be like a like jail, like a prison for our minds, to be like always wanting something, and the minute that we accomplish that, just putting our attention into, okay, what's next? Because that's kind of like how it goes. I see it on artists that came from being independent artists, and like their wishes and desires were, I don't know, to release an album. And after they release the album, it's like, okay, my dream is to go on tour. And after they go on tour, it's like, okay, I need more collaborations. And after that, they, oh, and I want to like play in a big arena. Okay, and then it's a stadium. And so, poor artist. But it's like, it's this feeling of, oh, my dream is to reach here. And once that dream is reached and it's come true, there's like this void of like, okay, why do I want more and more and more and more, and I cannot, like, and I just can't stop and enjoy, and live this presence. And why am I wanting more and more and more and more? And it's like, when is this gonna, like, when is the point that you feel satisfied? That you feel like what you're doing, what you've done is enough. but it's like in our nature for being ambitious also, like to want to grow, want to expand, want to, and I think it's amazing, and if it's in our nature, and it's how we feel, like blessed be, but also be let's be conscious and be kinder with ourselves and be more patient with ourselves and be more hmm I don't know, understanding the times and the rhythm and flowing instead of rushing, instead of pushing. Let's instead of pushing, let's I don't know, let's bring it. It's different. Like I'm pushing towards this direction, or I'm like going towards this direction, and I'm pulling with me, and it's coming with more gentleness instead of like I'm pushing here, I'm coming here, you know? Because like when you make so much effort to open a door, I feel like you open the door and you're like, I'm tired. Oh, that was so hard. You're like, okay, I'm here. Oof. Okay, that's another door. Let's go. Instead of like, hey, we're here. The doors are opening. We're we're welcome. We're present, and we're like occupying the space and enjoying the corners of the space. And once we taste all that beauty, it's like, oh, look at that door. We're here in front of this door, and we just experience all this. That it's been amazing, and it's been so joyful and wonderful and full of growth. And now that I'm here, like this other door opens, like effortlessly, and let's go. We bring it. Invitation. Sometimes when we consider a metaphorical mountain summit, we only think of the top or the end goal, achievement, success, power. Instead, challenge that inner monologue that aligns success with constant output. Oof. Think of the mountain in another way. Say to yourself, I'm on the mountain of joy. I'm climbing the mountain of love. I'm on a journey up the mountain of learning to love myself. And that is enough. And that is enough. And that is enough. And that is wonderful. Um, yeah, I'm having memories of me like 1 year ago, literally climbing a mountain, and I went to this mountain like 3 days in a row. The first day, I didn't. I'm gonna silence this because it's gonna keep vibrating. So the first, a ver, no, don't bother me, don't disturb. So the first day, I was so scared of climbing this mountain because I didn't know how to. I was kind of like tripping, but I was so afraid of this mountain. I didn't know how to approach to it, but I wanted to make it to the top because I was making these videos and I wanted to have the shot of me climbing to the top of the mountain. I couldn't do it. I went back the other day. I tried to do it. I reached the middle part of the mountain. I came down because I was afraid. On the third day that I went back, I was like, yo, let's go. And I kind of like reached the top, but not the top, but pretty high, almost the top. And I remember I was so afraid. I was so scared of me falling down the mountain. I was there by myself. It was not very responsible. I was wearing like camo clothes, so you can barely see me from the distance. And that was not a good idea. If you're going on a hike, if you're going on an adventure, please wear like light colors, like strong colors, so they pop in nature and people can actually see you. Because don't wear camo. But I remember like having on the third day that I decided to like calm down and not try it again. I was like, okay, this is it. This is, like all this, like coming day to day, looking at the mountain from different points of view, trying, being afraid, making decisions, trying again, enjoying the view, having a laugh, you know, singing in the middle of the mountain, stopping there to look how far I came, and encouraging myself to keep on going. And when I came down and I continued my trip and my adventure that I was filming a project, um, it was like, okay, like this is, you know, like the goal was not to get to the top of the mountain. I thought it was, but this is enough and this is great. And also it's, I only in my mind, like the first day I was like only thinking of me as a body walking to the top of the mountain and coming down. And then it became like the realization of the experience, and in the joy in climbing, trying to climb, preparing myself, like putting confidence on myself during at night for the next day. I was like, okay, I'm ready for tomorrow. I'm gonna go back to the mountain. I'm gonna try again. I'm gonna try again. And so yeah, and I had to stop because otherwise I would like fall. Otherwise I would just like go crazy and commit something silly. So I was forced myself to stop, to look, to think, to feel, to decide, to step here or there, to talk, to speak, or to speak to my cats and to my angels and to the universe and everybody. I remember I was like asking for guidance, asking for help. It felt super religious. It felt like all that trip, I felt it like it was something like, it was God involved, it was God related, but I felt like it was like I felt like it was some like a religious experience that I was going through, and it was so fulfilling. And from that project, a lot of great things happened, and till today. And it's that journey of, yes, of going there, taking care of myself, protecting myself, encouraging myself, pushing myself, loving myself. So when I come down from the mountain, I have that new point of view, I have that new realization. And as I always say, this is not about loving unconditionally others, because that's hard. And others, it's like, so every other is so different. The goal here is to learn how to like to truly love ourselves, how to take care of ourselves, how to protect ourselves, how to put limits and boundaries to ourselves and to others, so we can learn how to move in the most healthy way, with love, with brightness, with everything. And when I feel like when you learn how to love yourself, you get to be a loving entity to others, a loving friend, a loving partner, a loving son, brother, father, uncle, sister, mother, grandmother, whatever. When we learn from our life and from our experiences, and we work on loving ourselves and to choosing ourselves, and that it makes it so easier. It makes it so much easier. And since I did that click, that is, it was not from one day to the other, it was a literal process, and it's still ongoing, and I'm still learning from it, of course. I don't know everything, I promise. I do make a lot of mistakes, which I try to not to, but I'm human. Believe me, guys, I'm human. Eh, but anyways, it's that. It's loving yourself, it's taking care of yourself, it's encouraging yourself, it's believing in yourselves. So when we meet someone, we know for a fact that that's possible, you know? And, if a friend wants to open their heart, tell you their dreams, their wishes, tell you that they appreciate you or that they been feeling this way with this thing or whatever, like, it makes the heart easier to open. And when we open our hearts and we are vulnerable, we get to grow. And that's self love in collectiveness, because when you, me, work individually, we get to share that love in a community, in a communal way, and that's when we generate unity, and that's when I become we, and then when you become us, you know. So pace ourselves. Let's pace ourselves. Let's relax. Let's enjoy. Let's mind our steps. It's rocky down there, so watch out. Trust your choices, because whatever choice you make, trust it. So, and believe on it. So that's what happens. I don't like making a choice or making a decision if I don't really trust it or have confidence on it or feel like that's real, because otherwise it's just gonna be a, I don't know. It's like literally when you put your mind that you can do something, and when you're going to do it, you like you are like, I'm gonna excel this. I'm gonna do it. This is me. This is me. This is mine. It's, let's do it, and that makes it easier, and that makes it happen. If you doubt it, if you're like with afraid or with fear that something is gonna happen, that it's gonna cause this thing, if you think of it, you're attracting that. If you're thinking of it and you're believing on it, you're creating it. So, exercise, mind your thoughts, mind your words, abracadabra, and let's all put an effort on thinking and imagining the best scenario, so we get to create that and enjoy that and make this world, this present, a better present, a gentle present, a friendlier present, a more loving present, joyful, abundant, healthy. If you can't love yourself, how in the heck are you gonna love somebody else? Can I get an amen up in here? Love you, mama. Thank you so much. Take care. Breathe. Feel. Dream. Sleep. Create. And learn. Let's all learn. My beautiful angels, thank you so much from the other side. I'll see you next time on another day of radiance. What's the prompt of today?